Everyone, today we're going to make some Christmas charms out of Shrinky. I'm just going to run through quickly how I made them, and I've made them bigger so that we can actually use them to hang them on the Christmas tree. So I'm just going to point you down to the table. Okay, you can buy Shrinky sheets now from most craft shops, and it's nice and thick, and I print on them with a laser printer because you need the laser printer so that the actual image stays on there. But before you do that, when you get a Shrinky sheet, it's got like you can sort of see it, a shiny side, and the other side is actually shiny too. So we get a sanding block and we just rub that over it until it gets like this cloudy sort of look to it, and that is the side you want to print on, is the roughed up, the sanded side. And it gives something for the ink and your colouring medium, because you can colour these with felt pens, paint, pencils, anything you can think, alcohol markers, yeah, and have lots and lots of fun. So anyway, I've done that. I've grabbed a digital image that I'm using this month, and I've printed them on my sheets, and I've done them like a A5 size, because when they shrink down they'll usually go about half of that, maybe 3/4. So I've got 3 images. I've got a reindeer penguin that we're using this month, a little Christmas penguin, and Santa penguin. I think the eye should be there. I don't know why the eye keeps missing on this one. We'll just fix that one up, because he should have a little eye by the image that I have. And as you can see, the paint really grabs on nicely to it as well. Anyway, I'm going to use today Posca paint pens. Uni Posca, because they come out nice and vibrant. And we might do the Santa Claus. Yeah, we'll do the Santa Claus one today. So make sure you're on the rough side again, and we just paint that in. You don't have to be too neat, because this is the back side of the picture. So when you turn it over and you're looking at the good side, your lines and stuff, if usually they're thicker, will cover up if you've missed any areas, and just hold it up. But when you shrink it down, even if you miss little areas, when you shrink it down, it all compresses the colour and comes out really nice anyway. So yeah, well, I'll just do all the red. I'll try and do this as quick as possible. My kids had great fun. They love playing with Shrinky, and they made a heap of different things, little charms and stuff that they've given their friends for Christmas, and yeah, it's been lots of fun. I used to do them when I was a kid. We used to love sticking our twisty packets in the oven. You'd put them in the oven on a low heat, and they'd shrink down, so you'd have little key charms and stuff of twisty packets, or lolly wrappers sometimes used to work. But now you can buy this Shrinky sheet, and you can get it in all different colours too. You can get it in black and white, and the clear. So that's the red done, and then we might do his belt a dark grey. And these posca pens, they go on really smooth and they don't take long to dry. Use gold for the belt. I think I've got another. I'll just grab my gold pen. Gold. Let me see. Do some green buttons. And do his little penguin feet orange. Oops, sorry. And white. My kids have had my pens this week. And some white. I've sort of done it swirly. It won't show up, but I think once it shrinks down, you can see those swirl marks. And I'm going to make his eyes. I'm just going to put a bit of colour around his eyes. And we'll let that dry so that any colour that you put down first will be the colour that'll show on the outside. So you see his little blue eyes, and then if I let that dry, we'll do the black. We'll do his arms. Black penguin. These are great too for kids if they want, you can make little charm bracelets, and it's a great way to use your rubber stamps or your digital stamps to print them out and then colour them up, and you can make beautiful little charms and make up a bracelet for your kids. And I used to use my digital stamps, and I made a couple of bracelets for my girls over the years with the little stamps, and they make little tiny charms that you can hang on their bracelets. Just like that blue. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these this area clear, and then once I've shrunk it down, I'm going to put a glitter, adhering glitter to the back of that. And this is one I did a little bit earlier. Can't really see it, but you can see I put glitter in its belly so that when you hang it up you can see all the sparkly belly. And if you put it behind a Christmas light, it's even better on the tree while it's hanging on the tree. Just wait for this blue to dry. I could put the whites in now. I'll just stamp over that so that I don't disturb the paint. And then you should get the blue eyes and still have the white. So, and then just let that dry a bit. Our scissors. And you could cut this out into, if you want to have them all the same shape, or you know, maybe use a die. If you've got a die big enough, you could cut right around it and oops. You've got to be careful when you're cutting it too, because sometimes the Shrinky splits. But when you melt it down, that'll all come back together anyway. It's easy to cut. It's pretty, it doesn't take any time. As long as you've got a nice pair of sharp scissors. These ones are probably a little bit too sharp there. I'm splitting it a little bit. I'm not sure how big you could do your stamps. I did try doing an A4 and shrink. Okay, we had a little bit of a glitch there, so what I'm going to do is in my lunch break, I've coloured another one, the little penguin, and I'm going to show you how we shrink it down. So we hold it with our paintbrush and just put the heat directly on it, and as you'll see, it'll start to curl up and go all crazy, and you'll think, oh no, it's going to ruin, but it doesn't. Just let it keep popping and melting and shrinking up. It'll curl back on itself, and it'll do all kinds of weird stuff. Keep the heat on it and keep it going until it starts to flatten back out. It'll unfold. Sometimes it gets a little bit sticky. Just try and coerce that to unfold. Flip it over. And it'll start to come back to its proper shape. Give it a little bit of persuasion with something nice and flat. Keep the heat on it, but they don't always, it's the only problem with shrinkies, they don't always work out the way you'd like them to, but with this gentle persuasion, nice and flat. And we just let it cool for a sec, because you don't want to touch this, it's going to be like super hot. And there we go. We have our little penguin. That's where it's stuck, so it's got a bit of a dirty mark in it, but they won't always come out nice and perfect. But there's our little penguin. And a little Santa. And a little reindeer. And this bigger one was one I did A4. Did A4 size. And it didn't want to flatten out as nice, but as you can see it's bigger again. Almost palm size. whereas these ones are only sort of half palm size. But you can experiment and have lots of fun. I mean, these would be great if you could get them nice and flat. But I hope I've inspired you anyway to get your rubber stamps out. Make sure when you use your rubber stamps that you use stays on ink, and use your digital stamps to print them out, make them any size you want, and then you could make little charm bracelets. You could make wine bottle charms, which are always fun at Christmas or party time. Christmas decorations, table decorations. The list is endless what you can do with Shrinky, but make sure you use your digital stamps and your rubber stamps. I mean, you can do anything with them, any possibility at all. As long as you can print them the way that you need to and get them onto some Shrinky, it's endless. It's just endless what you can do. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching. Bye.